Hi, Michaela Harris here. I want to take just a couple minutes today to show you where those potential clients are that you're missing out on and how you can go get them, how you can beat out your competitors, and how you ultimately grow your business. So first things first, the fact that you are paying for different services like Angie's List and advertisements, this already tells me that you probably are interested in growing your business, which is great. So I want to show you where that potential is for you. So when I actually found your website URL, it led me to a 404 page or an error page. But I went ahead and I threw your URL in here just in case there was any data left from when it was active. And I was seeing that you were generating no organic traffic. Now this could be because it is a 404 page right now, and it's not an active site. But my point is, right now, without a website or with your URL leading to a broken link right now, you're generating no traffic online. None whatsoever. And that is made even worse by the fact that there is no Google Business Profile that I could find. So Google Business Profiles are the profiles for your business that show up in the Google Maps section. So this is how people are going to find you using maps. Now, why is this important? Is because if I come and I find, for right here, you're in Oak Ridge, which is right outside of Knoxville. If I look up your top competitor in Oak Ridge, they're getting 6 people. Now that may not sound like a lot, but 6 additional people visiting a website that you're not getting is 6 additional customers or people that you could convert into customers, which means additional revenue. So whatever your conversion rate is, if it's 50%, that's 3 extra jobs a month that you're not currently getting. Now while that doesn't sound like a lot, we could go into your top competitor in Knoxville because you are right on the outskirts of Knoxville. And if I take your top competitor in Knoxville, 633. That is 633 potential customers visiting their site every month, interacting with their website, and depending on what their conversion rate is, you can generate how many of those are actually turning into customers. And if you were to outrank them, so basically when I say outrank them, I mean when a customer comes in here and searches landscaping Knoxville, Tennessee, they're number 1. You come in here, you get your site up to the number 1 spot. That means all of this traffic, all 633 visiting their site every month, are going to be clicking on your site instead. That's what the value of that number 1 position is. So as a potential customer, I'm going to see you when I search in one of 2 places. There is a possibility that you show up in ads, but ads are also paid. Ranking on Google Maps and in the organic section is something that you do on your own. It's not something like you're paying for an advertisement. You're not paying for that position. You are ranking based on relevance in Google's eyes. So you're not actually paying to be in the number 1 spot. So that's where the advantage is over paying for advertisements. Advertisements have their place, of course. They are helpful, but I think it's more important to focus on ranking in maps or in the organic section before you have to worry about advertisements. Advertisements should be a means to an end, not the ultimate goal, because they're not going to bring you in the same amount of traffic that this is. If you rank in the top 3, you can count on about 30% of your business coming from the maps. If you rank on the first page, there's going to be a huge percentage of people clicking on the first link, and then that's going to decline as you go down. 9 out of 10 people won't even make it to the second page. So you want to be in that number 1 position so you can capitalize on all 630 some odd people that are clicking on that URL every month. The reason being is the easier you are for a customer to find, the more customers are going to find you and they're going to want to click on you. A lot of customers, when they're looking for someone, are not going to sit here and scroll for hours and hours and look through all the businesses and read all the reviews. They're going to say, hey, this guy's number 1. They're probably really trustworthy. Or, oh, this guy's on the first position. He's probably, he's right here at the top. That probably means he's good. A lot of people don't understand how Google ranks. So for your site, for Google to look at your site and say, hey, you're the most relevant, I'm going to put you at the top, that's what's going to bring you in the additional customers. So how you do that is optimizing your Google Business Profile, which means going after citations all citations are places where your name, address, and phone number are listed. And then if your top competitor has 49, 97, 55 reviews, go in, get 110 to beat all these guys. They have 15 citations or 20 citations, go in and get 30. You want to make sure that you're doing whatever your top competitor is, but better. Your top competitor for Knoxville is the Cutting Edge. You want that 633 for traffic, you've got to beat him out. You see he's got 582 backlinks, but look how low these scores are. These are out of 100. That means that a lot of these backlinks, they're more than likely spammy backlinks that aren't trustworthy. You want backlinks or other places, basically backlink is other websites that refer back to yours. You want them to be strong and powerful. That's how you're going to get that 633. You're going to take whatever they're doing and do it better. You're going to, if they have 582 and half of them are spammy, go and get 600 and make sure they're all good. That's going to put you ahead of them. There's also other things like making sure your website is optimized. When I say that, I'm going to use your competitors for an example because theirs is not perfect either. You can go on here, and if I right click and save this image, it should save as a keyword. Right now it's not saving as a keyword. And all a keyword is like landscaping Knoxville today. Your images should be saving as those keywords that you're trying to rank for. His are not. That's another thing that he's not doing that he could, something that he's not doing that he could be, which means that he's perfectly beatable. You scroll down. Google likes to see about 1,500 words of relevant content, and for every 150 of those words, see a good keyword in there. You want to use those keywords that have the highest volume and the lowest KD. They're going to be the easiest one to rank for. And all I'm referring to when I say that is if you click on their list of keywords, you're going to see how much volume. Landscaping Knoxville, Tennessee, 450 searches a month, KD of 12. That's not as low as it could be, but it's also not like 40. The higher this number, the harder it's going to be to rank for that word. But reason being, this has a ton of search volume, so of course naturally this number is going to be a little bit higher. Another thing is if you are serving multiple areas, I will say that this right here, the Cutting Edge, they have a back page for Oak Ridge. So their back page is what's generating them 6 people. So they're getting, their home page is bringing them in 633 searches a month, while their back page for Oak Ridge is also bringing them an additional 6. So ranking for multiple areas means having different pages, different service pages on your website for those multiple areas. This is how you're going to beat out your competitors. This is how you're going to go get that extra 600 and some odd potential clients. This is how you're going to grow your business. If you're interested in moving forward and you're ready to grow, I'm here. We can make a plan. If not, no harm, no foul. I just wanted to educate you on the possibilities. So thank you for taking the time to watch.